kids down in the club. I always keep that shit on top.
So this is called the business model. It's from the book Business Model Generation. It's broken up into 9 different sections: key partners, key activities, key resources, value proposition, channels, customer segments, customer relations, revenue stream, and cost structure. When you want to evaluate a company, these are some of the things that you should really consider. Key partners. Good example of that is Coke and calcium. The reason is if you drink a lot of Coke, you deplete calcium in your body. If Coke owns pharmaceuticals that makes calcium, then they are leveraging against their demise. Another thing is key activity. We just went through Halloween. Those are Halloween stores, right? Do you know that entire company, super profitable? They only do that one service. They only work one day a year selling, and then they close down. Their key activity throughout the whole year is to find cheap, huge warehouses, rent it out, and then sell really aggressively 1 month and discount, and then close down, and that's it. They're more of a real estate company. Resources. If you're in the airline industry, the oil cost is a huge part, right? You sell airline tickets a year in advance. What if the month before your plane takes off, oil prices triple? A lot of businesses went bankrupt over the past few years because COVID drove up all the costs. What are the key resources that you have control over? Value proposition. A really good example is Apple. It is definitely not the cheapest, but the value proposition that Apple offers is like, this is a lifestyle. This is a luxury item. You're paying a premium for the branding, for the experience, not necessarily for the best, not for the cheapest. Channels. Let's think of McDonald's. Think about how many chickens they have to get to make chicken nuggets and to get it to every single store. They are much more of a real estate and logistics company to make sure everything flows. Customer segmentation. Has anybody ever shopped at Kmart before? I was around when Kmart was big, and then Kmart went under. Walmart and Target completely beat it. But before, Kmart was bigger than both of them. Why is that? Because Walmart focused on cost and Target focused on premium. So customer segmentation is really important. Who are the people you're really trying to capture? Customer relationships, what kind of demand and what kind of expectation do they have? And can you create a new sort of customer relationship? If you have really bad customer relationship, it doesn't mean you will fail, but it just means you're more like Dollar Tree, right? Like things are just like everywhere, you can't find it, you can't get something. If you want to return an item, like good luck. Whereas if you're Nordstrom, there's a really high customer service. I think cost structure, I think everybody's pretty clear on that, right? One thing I learned very early on when I started in business is the customer is gonna buy this thing from me and it's $1. How much can I skip so I could give him the least amount of thing for $1? I sell a Subway sandwich, I'm only gonna give $3, right? Just $3, that's it for a whole foot-long sandwich. Or you could think, I'm gonna put as much into this offering as I can and still make a profit. Two different thinking, it's the same kind of idea, but what is your philosophy and how do you go about doing it? And then revenue streams. So like cruise lines, they pretty much all collapsed during COVID because they had one revenue stream. They only make money working on cruises and COVID shut that down. Do you want to be safe? Do you want to have multiple revenue streams? But if you have too many revenue streams and too many customer segmentation, you become like Kmart. Do you have too many partners? So you spend so much time taking care of your partners and you don't have time to actually do your core business, so your business fail. This is the general idea about how you come up with a business plan. It's called a business model. And we want to think very deeply about all of these for our own firm. What is unique about us? What do we like to do? What are we comfortable with? And where should we work on?